Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is my first music reaction video of this channel. I have done a deep dive into Noah Kahan's Great Divide album, and that's the only music video I've done on this channel so far. So this is very exciting. Today I will be reacting, as you can tell from the title, to Hit the Wall by Gracie Abrams. I have the Spotify up here and the Genius lyrics up here because sometimes I struggle to understand what a song is trying to say on the first listen, but I'm very excited to listen to it. I've seen Gracie in concert before and she is amazing, and I'm so excited that we are getting a new album from her this summer. That's so exciting. But without further ado, let's get into listening to it. I like the vibe. This is the part we've already heard. That reminds me of Felt Good About You Too I Didn't on her last album, so maybe we are tying back to her last album here. That's so real. That's a harsh lyric to put on a song. Like, that is an insane lyric. Ooh. I'm not a problem you can solve. I like that. I like the sound of her voice. I like how stripped back it is as well. Like, she really wants us to hear the lyrics, which makes so much sense because the lyrics are so cool. Like, hit the wall, I just hit the wall, I'm not a problem you can solve, weighing the cost if possible. I'm like not sure what exactly she's talking about. Like, I think it's pretty clear she's talking about like a relationship with a person and it not working out, but like she sounds really sad about it, right? I barely deserve it if you do stay, but I wish you would anyway. That's a sad lyric. I'm still not sure what she's talking about. Like, it's kind of sounding like she's having like a manic moment or something. Like, there was one lyric there that reminded me of like The Prophecy by Taylor Swift. What was it? But I get caught a room full of doctors and an ink blot. Like, it sounds a bit like gathered round the sorcerer's table. Gather like a coven round a sorcerer's table. Like, it sounds like she's going a bit insane in this situation. I thought it was because the guy wasn't good, but then she said, I barely deserve it if you do stay. So it's kind of sounding like she thinks that she's the issue, which is very interesting. And we go back into the chorus. I like that vibe. Firstly, I think I paused that at the wrong time because it sounded like it was about to build up. But secondly, don't like those. Well, I do like the lyrics, but they sound, yeah, definitely like it's a kind of self-hatred, less about the relationship going wrong because of him and more so she's feeling self-hatred, like, till I'm aching for the sharp pain, watch my blade ricochet. Like, that is actually really sad lyrics. I wasn't really expecting that, but I like it. not in a weird way. Okay, I think it's gonna build up a bit. Oh, I like that. I like that lyric, face to face with every girl I tried to play. Like, at the end of the day, she's left only with herself, staring in the mirror and realising that she just keeps reinventing herself, and she doesn't actually know who she actually is anymore, or she doesn't like who she is, which is why she keeps trying to play different versions of herself. I feel like it's very easy to do that, especially when you're in the public's view like so often, because if you read online criticism about you all the time, of course you're at some point going to try to change yourself. I really like this song. Yeah, I really like that. That was very strong lead single to come out with, but it also makes me so scared for the album, because if we're going that kind of vibe for the whole entire album, I don't think I'm gonna survive it. It kind of reminds me of Camden, but like a older, more mature, witchy version of it, if you get what I mean. But Camden, I actually can't listen to that song. I put myself on a ban from listening to that song because it got to a point where it was doing nothing good for my mental health. But yes, if a whole album's gonna be like that, it's gonna hurt. But that was a very good single. I will definitely be listening a lot more times to kind of get my head around everything she was saying, because I know I probably missed a bunch of stuff, because I do kind of just like listen to the vibe first time out. But I love how stripped back that was, because it definitely helped me to pick up more of what she was trying to say and what the message of the song was, than I usually do in my first listen of a song, because sometimes you can get these really heartbreaking songs, but because there's so much going on with the production, you don't really realise how heartbreaking it is until you actually dive into the lyrics. But this one, like, her voice was so there and so stripped away from production, it felt really like in my chest. So I really like that song. I love her voice in that song, and I'm so glad we're getting a Gracie Abrams summer. We're getting an Olivia Rodrigo and a Gracie Abrams summer, and I couldn't be happier. Also, the Noah album that came out last month is going to carry me into summer as well, but maybe that's a bit, well, if they're all depressing, actually it might be a depressing summer if Gracie's album sounds like this, Olivia's album, if there's any more songs like Begged on her album, not gonna survive it, and then Noah's album, obviously. So yes, but it was an insane song. It was a great song.